Educational Opportunities Tours invites you to cruise the Mediterranean in the footsteps of St. Paul with musicians Johnny Hall, Jerry Nelson, and guest speaker Jeff Anderson. After unpacking once and with most meals included, you'll set sail in comfort on Royal Caribbean's Explorer of the Seas. Visit historic sites in Italy, Greece, and Turkey, where EO's experienced tour guides will take you on exclusive excursions, bringing the stories of the Apostle Paul to life. The Explorer of the Seas features panoramic vistas and wide open spaces at every turn. When the sun goes down, choose from multiple dining options. Revel in Broadway-style shows and entertainment. Then get a great night's sleep in your stateroom for the next day's adventures. During your days at sea, enjoy hearing from Jeff Anderson. He is a premier preacher and Bible scholar, using his gifts in a dozen global arenas. After 2 decades of local church ministry, his experience offers a voice of wisdom on boards such as One Voice Mission and as president of International Bible Conference. Jeff also serves as faith advisor to Congressman Doug Lamborn. Singer-songwriter Johnny Hall is one of today's most gifted artists. He was a Dove Award nominee and soloist with Billy Graham and numerous TV programs. As executive director of One Voice Mission, his passion is resulting in thousands of new believers. Jerry Nelson's piano artistry has blessed tens of millions through such TV ministries as Crystal Cathedral and Turning Point. His knack for improvisation shows up in every style from jazz to gospel to classics. Just a few miles from mainland Italy, Messina has served as a gateway to the island of Sicily for centuries. Its architecture is a mix of old and new. Travel to Mount Etna for some amazing views or visit beautiful Taormina. Explore Crete on your own today or delve into a Cretan cultural experience by visiting Lake Kornos, the Arkadi Monastery, or the bustling town of Rethymnon on an optional excursion. Visit the world-famous Greek island of Mykonos, where gleaming whitewashed buildings seem to climb atop each other to reach the azure sky. Explore the island on your own or join one of the optional excursions available for purchase on board. In Ephesus, you'll journey through the ruins where Paul spent 3 years of his ministry. You'll visit the Great Theater and Ephesus Archaeological Museum. View the terrace houses, which will give you a true impression of the ancient lifestyle. Dock in Santorini, one of the most beautiful of the Greek islands, where picturesque whitewashed villages topped with brilliant blue domes stand in stark contrast to the sheer drop cliffs overlooking the Aegean Sea. The island itself perches on the edges of a volcano, whose eruption 3,500 years ago is thought to have led to the collapse of the Minoan civilization. Explore the island on your own, or join one of the optional excursions available for purchase on board. In Athens, view the Acropolis and Parthenon, walk through the Agora, the ancient center of Athenian life, and explore the famous Olympic Stadium. Then travel to the city that inspired one of Paul's most well-known letters. In Corinth, you'll view the ancient temples and marketplace and read Paul's letters while imagining him addressing the Corinthian Gentiles as he began building the church there. Journey inland to ancient Pompeii, dating almost to the time of Paul, where you can see the spectacular ruins that were covered by ash from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79. You'll explore the romance of Rome as you climb the graceful Spanish steps and stop at the famous Trevi Fountain. You'll also get the chance to explore the Basilica of St. Paul's outside the walls, the magnificent Colosseum, the Pantheon, the Baths of Caracalla, and more. Be sure to reserve your spot on the optional Vatican City Post Tour. Experience the glory of Christian Rome as you visit the Vatican, home to one of the greatest museums in the world. You'll tour St. Peter's Basilica, the Sistine Chapel, the Catacombs of St. Sebastian, and more. Sail with EO in September 2020 and cruise the Mediterranean in the footsteps of Paul aboard the Explorer of the Seas with musicians Johnny Hall, Jerry Nelson, and guest speaker Jeff Anderson. Call or go to eo.travel to reserve your inside, outside, or balcony stateroom today.